Gift cards make a very versatile and practical present during the holiday season, especially for those hard to buy people or maybe even your teenagers. But why settle for ordinary packaging when you can add a personal and festive touch? So, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own DIY Christmas gift card holder with the help of some specialty dies that are both simple to make and full of holiday charm. Hi, everyone. I'm Mindy Eggen, and welcome to my channel. The two products that I'm going to use today that are going to help me create this gift card holder is the stocking and the mitten gift card holder from Simon Says Stamp. Not only am I going to have this be a gift card holder, but I'm going to turn it into an ornament. So it's something that my daughter can search for on the tree. I went ahead and did some die cutting off screen. So I die cut out the main mitten piece from Lipstick Cardstock and the band on the mitten from Schoolhouse Red. I die cut out two of each so I can layer it together for stability. And I wanted to add a snowflake to the front of my mitten. There is a snowflake in the die set, but it was a little bit too small for what I wanted. So I am going to use the Heartfelt Snowflake. So I die cut that out a couple times from Hammermill Cardstock, and you can see is going to fit on the front of my mitten nicely. Also included in the die set is this little stitching piece. It's going to add just a little bit of detail to your mitten. You don't have to do this, but I did decide to do that. So I put it down towards the bottom of my mitten, held it down with Post-it tape, and ran it through my die cut machine. So it's just going to add a little bit of extra texture to it, a little decoration. Now I can do the die cutting for the piece that's going to hold the actual gift card. So my front piece is going to be the one where I did the stitching, and then I have another mitten I die cut out that's going to be the back, and I will eventually layer these together. But for right now, I'm going to take that back piece and I'm doing this on the back of that die cut. So it's not the prettiest side, but hopefully with the gift card there, nobody is going to notice that. I'm probably the only one. So I lined up that die that kind of has those two tabs on each end, ran it through the die cut machine, and those two tabs is what is going to hold our gift card. So here I grabbed one. Now, this is actually a used one, but it's a pretty good idea for my daughter that I'm going to use. So I need to go pick up some more gift cards. She loves Texas Roadhouse, and that fits in there perfectly. And I also have some room at the top to add that darker piece of cardstock for the band around the wrist. I'm going to decorate the front of the mitten with my Heartfelt Snowflake. So I have two pieces die cut here from Hammermill Cardstock. I'm going to put on some of the liquid glue and attach these together, let it sit for just a second. This is just going to add a little bit of dimension to the front of the mitten. Since this is a pretty easy project to put together, I really don't have a lot of decorating that I plan on doing other than the snowflake. Now, I do have my wristband piece here that I'm going to add to the top of my mitten, and this is the front, so this is the piece that has that stitching on the bottom, and then I can go ahead and add my snowflake. So my idea for this is I want to punch a hole at the top because I want to have this hanging on the tree so that Christmas morning she can go hunt for it on the Christmas tree. And I'm going to go ahead use my old crocodile. I've had this thing for just years and I punched a hole at the top. I wasn't sure if my crocodile could handle punching through multiple layers of cardstock. So that is why you see me doing that before I attach this back layer. I'm going to go ahead, add liquid glue to my mitten. Now I'm keeping away from the actual tabs. I'm not adding liquid glue quite around it. I want to make sure that those tabs are able to pop up. And then I can layer that on the back of my mitten. And there's also enough room that I can add this other topper piece. So that's going to just kind of give it a little bit more of a finished look. And it's not really in the way of my tabs. Once these are layered together, I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to line up my hole punch with the hole I already did there so that I have that hole going through all of the layers of cardstock. Now I'm going to grab this red and white twine, baker's twine. So I am feeding that through the hole. I'm going to tie a knot down towards the bottom, and then I'm also going to tie a knot towards the top. You do it however you prefer, whether you're putting this on maybe a package or you're going to put it in a stocking. You wouldn't need to do the hole or the twine, but that is the way that I like to do it so I can hang it on my tree. So this I really should have done ahead of time, but I didn't think of it. So I'm going to chance it by placing my my Mitten in my Misty, and I'm using the Christmas Botanicals stamp set for the to and from, which is going to be actually hidden behind the gift card holder. Now, you may need to do this on the front or just maybe even on the top of the mitten. I'm putting it behind the gift card because between my 2 kids, she's the only one that's really gonna have a gift card to search for. My other child is gonna get toys and presents, so I am comfortable stamping that behind the gift card, and pretty sure she knows who it's gonna be from. And I just grabbed the Christmas Botanicals stamp set because that was the first stamp set I ran into with a to and from, so you may have other stamp sets in your collection that have that for your tags. So that is my finished mitten. I think it turned out absolutely adorable. And now I'm going to work on the stocking. So once again, I die cut out the stocking now twice from the lipstick cardstock and then another time from white cardstock because I want to add the heel and the toes to the red cardstock piece. This is totally optional. You could just leave it as a red stocking as well. But I'm lining these up for the heel and the toes. I'm going to hold that in place with a low tack tape and run that through the die cut machine. Once those are die cut out, I'm going to just set them off on the side and I'm going to work on actually adding those tabs to my stocking to hold the gift card holder. So again, I have two pieces that I'm going to end up layering together. So I'm going to take one of the pieces that's going to be the back. So I flipped that over to the back of the stocking, lining up my gift card holder piece, taping that down and running that through the die cut machine. Now, when I do this, it's not going to really leave me a lot of room to add that white topper piece to the stocking. I could do that on my mitten, but I can't really do that here. Otherwise, I'd be covering up my tabs for the gift card. Now, plain red cardstock is wonderful, but I wanted to step this one up just a little bit. So I am using this peppermint layering stencil from Simon Says Stamp. It's actually three of them that you could layer together to create some really unique designs. I decided I just wanted a plaid design. So I brought out my tacky mat here that's going to hold my stocking in place and then also my stencil. These sticky mats are really great for stencils like this and I am going to ink blend on cranberry ink. So after I pull that one away, I'm going to grab another one and I'm going to just turn it to create that plaid design. Once again, just going over it with the cranberry ink. So it is very tone on tone, but as a word of caution, because my ink pad is pretty juicy, the ink does take a little bit to dry. So I would give this a second to dry or hit it with your heat tool so you don't transfer any of that red ink to your white cardstock. And I just wanted to show you really quick that I spray my mat with Ultra Clean Stamp Cleaner from Hero Arts and wipe that clean. Red ink is going to stain no matter what, but I do like cleaning those up with the Ultra Clean Cleaner. I got smart on this one and I'm going to stamp the to and from before I adhere anything together. Once again, this is actually going to be tucked behind the gift card. Again, you may need to adjust that or put that somewhere else, just depending how many children you have or depending on who you are giving this to. But being with my household and children, this is what's going to work for me. I went ahead and added that white piece to the top of the stocking. And then again, I am putting some liquid glue on top of that layer that's going to have the tabs. Just don't glue your tabs down. And then I can layer my stocking together. So this really is just adding stability so that I can hang it on that tree, or if it gets bounced around, it's going to have that stability to it. I punched a hole once again using my crop-a-dial, and then I am taking that red and white baker's twine and tying my two knots to secure that in place. Once I have my knots tied, I am going to take those two white pieces that I die cut earlier for the heel and the toe. I'm going to attach those with the liquid glue and my reverse tweezers. Another thing I was half tempted to do was die cut my stocking or even the mitten from pattern paper. That would be such a really fun idea. I kind of went for just more simple color design for today because I'm kind of on a time crunch. I want to get these done before Christmas. And there are these leaves, this holly berry set in the stocking die set. And I decided I was going to add these leaves. So I am using sage cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. I'm placing them on my plates for my mini intricate die cut machine and running those through. And then I'm going to add a little bit of ink blending to this using the pine ink and a small blending brush. If you are interested in any of the supplies that I'm using today, I will have them linked down below in the video description and over on my blog. And if you are enjoying today's video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I have new videos go up. And be sure to drop me a comment and let me know down below. Are you all ready for Christmas? Because I definitely am not, which is why I am still creating Christmas videos. But if you are already done, this is always something that you can pick up and save for next year. I had already gone ahead and added my leaves to my stocking. And then instead of the die cut berries, I am adding these red gems just using a little bit of liquid glue and my perfect picker, which has a little wax end on it to help pick up the gems and put them in place. There's also a clear gem or a white sparkly gem in there that I decided to add to the center of my snowflake. And now I have these two fabulous ways to present these gift cards. I know as my daughter is getting older, and not that she's really hard to buy for, but I'd rather have her pick out something she would like, or I do know she loves eating out at Texas Roadhouse. So this is definitely a great gift idea where she can go out with her friends. And I think the Mitten gift card holder is also great for outside the holidays. So maybe you live in a place that has some winter months. This is a great time, even January, February, you can still use the Mitten as a gift card holder. If you enjoyed today's video, I have another video here that you may be interested in creating more DIY Christmas projects. Thank you all so much for watching.